Hello everybody, Ian Lee here. Happy New Year, and I hope y'all are doing well. It's the first video of 2022. I'm excited to be bringing a bunch more content to y'all over this next year. I've had a lot of fun doing what I've done so far, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good year. So today I have a drop 2 blues for y'all. We'll be doing this in B flat, and we'll be using Barry Harris scales of chords ideas, and yeah, we're just gonna have some fun with, essentially creating a little melody by using all these voicings, because that's some of the idea of this. Is not that you're just moving chords, but you're actually creating melody on the top while you're moving your chords. So we don't have to think of chords as these blocky things that are locked into place that also don't have melodic content, and then our soloing is where the melodic content is. Our harmony can have melodic content as well, and it can be very pretty and have some really nice movement, as Barry Harris himself might call it, inside of it, or outside of it. It can be on the inside notes or the outside notes. Either way, this little etude that I wrote for this purpose, and let's go ahead and dive into it. I'll play it really quick, and then I'll talk about some of the little different points inside of it. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, there it is, drop 2 blues. So we'll just go through this a little bit. I'll maybe hit some specific points. Let's talk about reading my chart really quick. I've done, this will be a free PDF, forgive me if I've already said that in the video, attached in the description below. This will be my first time attaching a PDF to a video, so if it doesn't work, please let me know in the comments. That way I can correct it and make sure this is available for all of you. So it's in this chord grid style, Ted Green style type of chart here. You'll notice there is a line in between every 4 bars going down, and that indicates the end of one bar and the beginning of another. Each chord grid is worth a beat, and we're just doing quarter notes for all of this stuff. So for some of these things, since we're thinking with Barry Harris scales of chords, if you'll go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, line 5, you'll see C minor 7, and below you'll see parentheses E flat 6. So I wanted y'all to know I'm thinking C minor 7 because that's how the blues, the jazz blues goes in B flat. That would be the chord right there. But when you're thinking in the scale of chord, it's good to see C minor 7 as E flat 6 and as a movable 6 chord. Okay. Same thing with the F sharp 9, F9 sharp 5, but it says A7 flat 5. A7 flat 5 is technically the chord that we're using, but over F it becomes F9 sharp 5, etc., etc. Where you see an X on line 4, there's a B flat 7, an A diminished, and then a B flat minor 6. That X just means that either you can hold that B flat minor 6, hit it on beat 3, hold it through beat 4, or you can just hit it and then let it be a rest. It's up to you. Use your own ingenuity there. So let's just talk about a couple of things here. I'll go through it just step by step. We're playing B flat 7, and then we go to its off chord in the scales of chords. Then we go to the next inversion of B flat 7, and then we play B flat 7 flat 5, and that gets us to E flat 7. We go to E flat 7 with the 3rd and the bass, and then we're going to play G7 flat 5, but this actually makes E flat 9 sharp 5. So if I play, okay, we get an E flat 9 sharp 5. So you can always play a 7 flat 5 chord off of the third of any dominant chord, and you get a 9 sharp 5 chord. It's a really cool little trick, and I actually learned that from Thomas Eccles over at Labyrinth of Limitations, so make sure you check him out. He's a great teacher, great with this stuff. Okay, and then we use the off chord again for B flat right after that. So from here, so I'm using this in anticipation to get back to B flat. Okay, then we're going to do this lovely little F minor 6, but you all probably recognize that as just B flat 9 without the root. And then we play F diminished. You can always use a diminished chord off of the flat 9, the 3rd, the 5th, or the flat 7 when playing over a dominant chord. And you get this wonderful sound. Then we go to E flat diminished, which is the off chord for B flat. So we're just making movement and transition here. Then we're playing again B flat 7 with the 3rd and the bass, but this time we're not using the 9. We actually have the root right there where my first finger is. And then we're using this. Ooh, my amp's being a little funky. We're using this B flat 7 right here. That's with the 7 in the bass, and I'm on the lowest string set. Again, the off chord, which is C diminished to B flat 7. Now, what was happening here is I was actually hearing a specific melody, and that's where that came from when I just harmonized it. So I heard ba 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 ba. That's what was happening when I was writing this etude. So just, you know, there are cerebral decisions here in terms of the theory, but I heard ba 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 dee da da da. Okay? The next thing we do is we play all the inversions of E flat 7, which essentially spells out the arpeggio on top. It's like playing. And then we do the same thing with the diminished chord. Which is like going, if you were playing single note lines, or a bass player might play ba-doom, doom, bum, da, ba-doom, da, da. So we're doing something very similar there. Okay, let's go to the next part here, and then we're playing, we go back to B flat 7 just for a brief moment. And you'll notice on that chart I have 2 lines right there, so that means 1 and. Okay, so I do use some 8th notes here. I forgot just that one part. 1 and 2 and I'm sorry. That's not 8th notes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Forgive me on that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go to G7, and then we jump all the way up to its off chord to G7 with 3rd in the bass. So I'll play it again. And that time you sustain through, okay? So forgive me on that mistake. And then we have C minor 7, just in multiple inversions. This is with the 7 in the bass, 5 in the bass, 3 in the bass. So we're going, and then we're going to do A7 flat 5 is technically what this chord is, but if we think of it with F in the bass, it becomes F9 sharp 5, and then we'll play this lovely little diminished chord as a passing chord. Same thing, it's just in a different inversion. It's A7 flat 5 or F9 sharp 5. And here at the end, I just do our B flat 7 as part of my turnaround. I'm still thinking 1, 6, 2, 5 is the turnaround actually. Now this shape, I talked about this in a prior video. If you put this shape below, if you think of this as the root of the shape, let's just say that for now, this bass note rather than root, let's think of the bass note. If we want to go B flat 1, 6, G7, and then C is 2, F7 is 5. Well, we can put this shape, if we think of G as our root, that's the chord we're trying to play over, that makes it an altered G now. So I can go, now we're doing C9 actually, as we move this down a half step. And now we're doing F7 altered, so that's a flat 9 and a flat 13. And then we have B flat 9. So we're going. And then what I did at the end of the play at the beginning of the video was I just took B flat 7 flat 5 and I went. Same shape as the 9 shape with an open E up the top to give it that flat 5. So it's 9 flat 5. Anyways, I hope all this made sense to everybody. Please comment, or you can also email me if you have questions, concerns, whatever pops up. I'm happy to answer as best as I can. Yeah, I will talk to you all soon, and have a great rest of your day.